Hello and welcome to Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair. I played this game quite a bit, but that was on 4.0, not 4.1. Something weird happened with the mouse, but that's fine. Also, the Steam overlay is straight up not being captured. You can see the mouse here. That is strange. So I'll be making a new save file for the YouTube save, and we'll be just entering the normal sort of mission mode. The mouse still works, it's just not rendering. I wonder why that is. Actually, I think I may have an idea. What if I switch to the D3D proxy window? Nothing happens, so let's switch. Okay, whatever. So, here we are. I'm gonna be playing as the Ranger at first, but I'll probably be changing stuff around. This is very much a console game originally, so we don't have any real settings to change. So let's go and do Reconvene. Now, from my memory, Reconvene is different from 4.0. Actually, I don't know the big difference between 4.0 and 4.1, so that's kind of why I'm interested. If you're not aware, there was a big Steam summer sale, so I just kind of went in and started clicking on things.
This is a special news flash.
Yeah.
We are broadcasting to you
I don't know
live
why
from the scene.
the LODs load so slowly in this game.
By giant insects. Thought to have been exterminated 7 years ago, the insects actually survived.
Now, I'm not really the one to talk over cutscenes in a game. I think that's really sort of impolite. But this is kind of a bit of a different beast, considering it's Earth Defense Force. And I will let the cutscenes play out in full, unless we're like on a mission repeat because I died. But yeah, I generally respect these games enough to play out the silly cutscenes, but like, I'm gonna be real with you, the porn level acting, while it is really funny to listen to, it's probably, yeah. So, things I'm noticing immediately. Yeah, the game looks... Huh. I think this is, yeah, this is the LOD model. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It genuinely could be Windows Defender. Like, oh shit. It genuinely could be Windows Defender, like, forcibly trying to read through all the files before it lets me, like, before it lets the game stream them in. Very weird, either way. Now, obviously, you know, when you are very new to the EDF series, you're going to actually, like, take your time. You're going to, like, try to keep your distance. But I'm not new to the series, so, even though I am new to this game. So I know that the best and simplest and easiest way to play is to sort of run up to the aliens and shoot them in the face. Hey, buddy, come here. I have done, like, I've done, this game entirely in normal mode, like 4.0, keep in mind, not 4.1, right? So I've done the entirety of 4.0 as Wing Diver on normal, and, like, a third or a fourth on hardest. I did a decent, like, chunk of the game as the Fencer class. Actually, I don't think I did too much as the Fencer, mostly the Air Rider and Ranger, but yeah.
Ranger 1, report the situation.
We engaged with giant insects and defeated a number of them.
What did you say? That's impossible.
I also played through a little bit of EDF 5 and 6 and Iron Rain.
Yes, sir!
For the future, but for now, I'm intending to play through them. I'm gonna play probably through the entirety of 4.1 first. I'll try to do it in a similar way as I did with EDF 3, or I guess EDF 2017. I called that because that's when it would canonically take place. Yeah, so what that would mean is I may try to do, like, all the story missions with every class We'll see. I know the fencer can be quite difficult, though. Even though, like, it is, like, kind of a power trippy class. And, I mean, range is pretty easy. Fuck. Yeah, a big thing for me, though, is playing this game with a controller does kind of make some stuff a little bit more difficult, but I feel like some stuff may feel easier in the future. We'll see. It depends on how the controls are set up in PC. Because, yeah, I'm playing... If it's not obvious, I'm playing the PC version. You can't do this with a DualShock. I'm pretty sure you can get all the games on... Wait, maybe EDF6 is a PS5 exclusive? I don't know. I know they're all coming to Switch, but I don't know if they're coming... Like, 5 and... World Brothers 1 and 2 are in Switch in English, and they're not bad ports. They're made by... World Brothers games are made by UK, and they don't run on Sandlot's specialized engine. They just run on Unreal Engine 4. Which, Iron Rain looks pretty decent, and I played, like, the first mission of that just to see how well it ran on Arc. And, I was immediately hit by shader compilation stutter, which is really funny because, yeah, I'm playing an Unreal game. Would be funnier if this was, like an Arc driver emulation bug, which caused the stuttering and not Unreal itself. I don't know. Could be either or at this point. I think there's another wave here. I only played through the first mission of 4.1 just to, like, confirm... I played through a bit of all the games just to confirm that they were working fine on my machine. Because, you know, these are console games ported to PC, and as console ports go,
Keep the giant creatures away from the
they
tanks.
didn't add a proper borderless windowed mode until, like, Iron Rain, or more accurately, from the mainline games until EDF6, which means that if I Alt-Tab, the game will then, like, minimize itself, and I had an issue on the first mission of EDF5 where I can't quite remember what I did, but the game then moved to the incorrect monitor and had a bunch of offsets for, like, the viewport set incorrectly, so I had to, like, exit out and, like, force the game to windowed mode in the settings, and then force the game into, you know, the correct monitor, then full screen it again, and then fix the resolution. It was a whole ordeal. But when the games work, they work fine. That's the benefit of having a rather, like, simple engine. I don't want to say simple in the sense, like, you know, clearly, you know, with every game, the engine's updated, and clearly, in many ways, this engine is better for this game than really any other engine could be. Because, like, well, you really think Unreal Engine 5 would, like, be better for this kind of game? Like, Unreal Engine 4 handles it fine. We've seen that with UK's games, right? UK is like the other company who also makes EDF games alongside Sandlot, for those who don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, it's better for, like, developers to use their in-house engines specifically designed for these kinds of games, rather than, you know, developers just using the all-size fits-one engine of UE5, where it's like, you know. And yeah, I mean, the reason why UK's is still using Unreal 4 is because, well, maybe I'm gonna eat my words in a few years, but, like, the whole benefit of Unreal Engine is the fact that, you know, there are just so many tools and things out for it. The issue is that the game industry is in a really shitty situation. Well, now it's imploding. Now it's imploding. This was true last year. This year, everything is going from bad to worse. But, what's been happening in recent times... Oh, I killed it through the wall. Okay. What's been happening in recent years is just the fact that, developers keep getting laid off so that companies don't have to pay their bonuses, nobody learns anything, and games sort of stagnate.
Choose loadout. Rangers can
Anything
equip.
useful? No.
Select a
Start
mission.
mission spreading the... Actually,
Choose loadout.
I'm gonna switch
Rangers can
to...
equip 2
What is
weapons.
this? Impact. Yeah, I'm switching to the grenade launcher.
Select a mission.
It's
Deploying.
good against bugs. I've been sleeping on... Oh my god, the bitrate is colossal. I'm gonna have to do something about that, dude. Jesus. Well, at least I don't have any issues with performance, but... Disk full in approximately 120 hours. Yeah, 20 megs per second for... Ah, shit, I should be aiming higher. I should be aiming higher. Come on. Yeah, grenades obviously aren't fast and don't fly that far, but they do truckloads of damage. Honestly, honestly the timer ones are better. Because, like, okay, so timed grenades, as you can probably imagine, would be lovely if they maybe added a mixed mode one, way I can choose, because the thing with timed ones is, right, so like, if there's a group of enemies and I fire a impact grenade, it is going to hit them and blow up on the first enemy. But with the timed grenade, I can shoot at the enemies and the grenade will then bounce onto the ground underneath all the enemies, and it's just going to get more of them in one hit. Plus, they also do more damage. So you'll have like 200 damage spread out around like, let's say 20 enemies instead of 100 damage spread out around like 10 to 12 enemies. It's just better.
I can't run any faster.
Can't run any faster. Well, don't worry, the EDF is here.
Situation report. Attack the giant insects and save the citizens.
I do love the voice lines in this game so much. But hey, look. This is just a... Yeah, like, the reflection is just like a random part of the city.
After examining dead
But it
giant
works really
insects,
well.
I found something surprising. In 7 years, they have evolved and grown stronger. They are covered by a stronger shell and cannot be killed easily. But it is not a problem. EDF's equipment has also grown stronger in 7 years. You can definitely beat the evolved giant insects. I wish you good luck in
Yeah.
battle.
Okay, this guy, I'm just gonna call him the scientist voice. He is one of my favorite. I know these games don't really have characters,
The giant insects are stronger and more
but like,
we can't do this by ourselves.
I know I'm gonna try to mostly, yeah.
You're supposed to be trained in fighting giant
There's
insects.
the whole chatter from like the normal sort of commanders, but the science guy is like the one guy who's smart and who appears through the entire story.
Requesting wing diver support.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Just the entire game is one of those kaiju B movies.
This is
Shit.
Ranger 16. They're picking up people like rag dolls.
But yeah, do I? I'll show that. Okay, come here.
This is Ranger 16.
Are they gonna all die before they can get me? Come on, get me.
It will take
Come
time
on,
for wing
get me.
divers to arrive. Hold your ground.
I know you can
Protect
get me.
the citizens.
Never mind, okay. So the way this works is the bugs can now grab you, and you have to, like, shoot at them, which isn't that big of a deal most of the time. But there's one horrible enemy.
The wing divers here.
One
No matter how
evil
much the
enemy.
giant insects evolved, they can't fly, so we can destroy them with an air attack. If the wing divers take them down, we can win.
Yeah, they can't fly. They can't fly. That's good. It's important to know. Well, look, I can fly. They can't fly. That's important, remember. The wing divers Good. Because the aliens
weapons.
cannot fly.
Select
Yeah, I'm keeping the same loadout. Yeah, winged war goddess.
Deploying.
Let us continue. Yeah, air raid. One thing which I don't like about this game, this is something that they fixed in EDF 5, is that basically you aren't gonna be driving vehicles if you're playing single player, right? You're basically not gonna drive any vehicles unless you're an air raider because, well, this is meant for multiplayer, and you don't have vehicles which spawn on the map naturally, and in EDF 5, well, yeah, this is the classic one.
We have confirmed surviving giant insects.
Like, in EDF 5, you have, like, a vehicle you can call in even as a ranger, you know? And then, you know, the air raider is, like, has other benefits to it, right? But yeah, EDF 4 has none of those, so you just have to, unless you're an air raider, you're gonna be running around on foot. This is also why it's more fun to play as a wing diver. It's because you're fast and agile. Like that API. Come on, there we go. Okay. He is... It is nice not having a movement limited by a power system, though.
This is Ranger 9. We are fighting giant insects. We're being overrun. Requesting wing diver support. This is headquarters. Wing divers are headed to the scene. Hold them off until then.
Okay, which one of them? 1, 2... And the other one's miss?
Wing divers are natural enemies of giant insects. Once they get here, the giant insects are finished.
Yeah. No, once I get here... Well, okay, granted. I see that there are a lot of civilians that are in the way of fire, and they're gonna have to deal with it. Don't worry, guys. I'm here on the scene. With my infinite amount of grenades, I have arrived. You know, I was thinking about doing a full Let's Play of the campaign in Age of Empires 3. The original, because I only own the original on Steam, and I'm not buying the definitive edition. Because, shockingly, I am not at that point in time currently where I'm interested in playing the definitive edition of Age of Empires 3. I don't know. Something about the original Age of Empires 3 was always really alluring to me. And a lot of the remakes kind of don't... I don't know. Like, okay, the definitive edition of AoE 2 at least has a bunch of extra stuff, so I get why people like it. But visually, there's just something really interesting about the identities of, like, the original 3 games that I feel like the remakes just kind of fail to capture.
There are this many survivors. The giant insect's vital force is stronger than I ever imagined. If they were evolving underground, hidden away, we won't know what to expect. We have to investigate.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh yeah, another benefit of playing this on a modern personal computer is instead of like on the fucking 360, like the last game that I played on the channel, because this is a game that's old, relatively speaking, to my computer, look, it all runs at a completely locked 60. Ta-da, with all the little bells and whistles turned on. Yeah. Funny story, actually, the way... Well, I mean, it's not a fluid 60. It continuously goes between, like, 61 and 58, which...
This is Wing Diver. We have arrived
gonna happen. 62 and 58. But yeah, funny story, actually, about that whole, video frame rate stuff, right? It is actually incredibly difficult to have a game that, like, fights super hard to stay at 60 FPS, right? Now, there are things which you can do in order to make a game run at a fluid 60. One of those is to have an interrupt set at exactly the right amount of time, and the game just presents whatever. Okay, this is the bite attack I mentioned earlier. The game will just render whatever exists on the screen when that interrupt hits. The problem is, as you can probably imagine, especially with how modern game... Well, back in the day, that just means some enemies or whatever wouldn't be drawn on screen, even though they still exist. But in modern times, it's a bit more of, like, oh, I guess we're not clearing the depth buffer, and then the graphics look wrong, and then you can't see the screen, and it looks like your GPU is imploding. So that doesn't work. So, the only real way... What game engines usually try to do, and obviously this is only done when it's a GPU bottleneck, is, they try to sort of be intelligent about it, where... Well, I mean, back in the day, you would just test scenes, and you would, like, try to remove objects, or, like, try to optimize some things if the frame rate dipped, you know, like the game would run at a lock 30. So most scenes were actually designed to run at, like, you know, if the frame rate wasn't capped at like 40 something FPS. And then, you know, they would just like, yeah, deal with it, buddy.
The wing divers are beating the giant insects one by one. We can win this battle.
Hold on. Okay, the end of the mission is now. You can hear when the mission ends because the music becomes super subdued.
What's going on? Giant insects can't fly. There's no way the wing divers would lose.
But flying giant insects. I sure do hope I don't see any of them around here. That wouldn't happen, right? Yeah. Anyways, as I was gonna say, what ends up happening
Choose loadout.
is
Select
what's the next mission?
Select a mission. Select
It's fine. I think the grenade launcher will be okay here. Anyways, yeah, what games do is they try to have like some intelligent kind of counting system where, well, the main thing is, like, that's the whole dynamic resolution scaling, where they have a bunch of sort of preset resolutions, and they have like a little algorithm which is like, okay, the game frame rate is dropping. Let's drop the resolution so that the game, you know, lowers so the game speeds back up. Anyways, yeah,
The thread! The citizens are being caught!
this is the worst enemy in the game. Because it can latch onto you from miles away.
How could this happen?
Shoot at the net, you idiot!
I can't take it anymore.
Anyways, yeah, Retarius webs, yeah. Well, okay. If you get caught, you have to kill the Retarius, and it will keep slowly damaging you, and if you get stuck in geometry, you die. Very annoying enemy, especially if you're, like,
Wing divers, what happened?
a heavyweight class. Yeah, but we have the grenade launcher, so... Yeah, imagine how miserable these enemies are on hard difficulties when they have a lot of health. Oh yeah, I forgot, yeah, this has that entire system. Okay, no. Camera effects off. So that it stops pulling my screen towards things, okay? I understand, yeah, you have to dodge those webs, which isn't really a problem. You see, I got caught there, and it would have pulled me towards the thing. The big issue is, oh, by the way, look, I think she survived. Yeah, you can also save yourself if you're caught on the web. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. You see, the web isn't that strong, and neither is the giant bug. The big issue is if they catch you when you're not looking. And yeah, these things are like, no, that's the attachment web. That one doesn't grab you, but if it shoots at me, and I walk into it like before, even if I originally wasn't caught by the web, it's still gonna get me if I just walk into its web thingy. Okay, come down here, Mr. Rotarius.
I can't escape!
Let me get... There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, the issue...
They knew what we were doing?
Never mind. The issue is with dynamic resolution scaling that, basically, you're gonna run into situations where it's reactive, not proactive.
What happened?
And the result of that is oftentimes you're going to see, like, you're gonna see the sort of jitter where the game is trying to keep up with the frame rate by lowering the resolution. Some games, I think, may dial down some effects depending on the frame rate, that sort of stuff. And this reactivity, while, I'll be honest, especially when you're playing on a TV, so, like, you're not up to the screen, and especially when you're playing a game which is already using something like DLSS or whatever, or, like, XCSS or FSR, blah, 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 you know. When you're already playing a game like that, it's not a big deal, but it can still be that sort of judder as it slowly adjusts, can be annoying. But the benefit of all of this, of course, outweighs the drawback, which is why game developers use it. Of course, one may say, well, why not just optimize the game better? But, you know, there's 50 other billion things in the game industry, which make this, kind of a point that is, sort of like, you know, kind of really funny advice, and it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, you're starving, just find something to eat, you know, it's, it misses the core point of the issue, you know? Look at it. Hey, get down from there. Oops. I am trying to blow up this. Come on! Fall down. How many? Okay, I don't think this is destructible, otherwise I feel like it would have already fallen down. Oh, okay, we can climb up over there. Now let's see if the alien bug will see me.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, buddy. Oh, look, he's so. Look at those weirdo eyes.
Does this mean that the progress of the giant insects exceeds human wisdom? Progress faster than science is impossible, but...
I do really love this scientist. So dramatic. Yeah, got it. Well, we got a whole lot of nothing.
Deploying.
Okay. More bugs. Now you may be wondering, why do I know so much about random development things? Am I a programmer? I guess, not as a job at the time of filming, but yeah, yeah. And I don't know, as a what you may call, you know, an avid gamer, I just kind of, you know, spend a lot of time researching this sort of stuff because I just find it that interesting, you know? It's, you know, for some people, knowing how the things you like are made are like, you know, niche little side things, but for someone like me who already knows how to program, that's sort of, you know, it's just sort of the fun of it.
This is Ranger 6. We are fighting giant insects. They made a
How many nades does it take? 8, right? Yeah. So they have 1,000 health, I think. I'll have to check, either like 900 maybe. I'll have to check how much damage each individual nade shot does. Or if I forget,
Soldiers,
Oops.
I would like to name the new giant insect Retarius. Retarius catches its prey in a net. Take extra caution.
Let us fight with you.
Wow, really? It catches its prey in a net?
Rescue the people caught in the web. Don't leave them behind, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Thanks for informing me, dude. Could have been really useful a few missions ago. Like, okay, last one. Yeah. Yeah, Retariuses don't have... I'm just gonna call them the big spiders, you know? They don't have much health. But AI being as smart as it always is in this game.
Next time, pick up the pace a little.
Why don't you get stuck in this one as well before I just play it?
This is Ranger 7. 3 men down. No.
To be fair, I've never programmed a, like, most enemy or allied AIs in most games either have dog shit collision avoidance, like, to be fair, the aliens in this game, or they're just on the ground. And making enemies which can intelligently run around on the ground is infinitely easier than making enemies that can also, like, fly.
Earth will become a giant insect planet. This nest has to be destroyed as soon as possible.
I do kind of find it funny how, and this is like, you know, the story of every single EDF game. In EDF 5, they're like, oh, I wonder which nation is attacking us, as alien spaceships fly overhead, and giant fucking things fall on the ground, which spawn bugs, you know, EDF 4, like, okay, so EDF 4 takes place after EDF 3, that's why the bugs are back, and aren't here for the first time. So they should already know that it's not just the bugs, it's also the aliens that brought the bugs here. And if you're wondering stuff about the aliens themselves, well, for that you're gonna have to play Defense Force 6. Which does make me kinda wonder what the next EDF game is gonna be called, for reasons which make no sense if you haven't played EDF 6. But once you play EDF 6, you're gonna sit there and think to yourself, like, you know, oh, that's why he said that. And it is... It was a very cool direction to take the series in, but, like, it just makes you wonder what are you gonna name the sequel? EDF, maybe EDF X, like the iPhone. Okay, well, let's,
It tastes like crap. Let me go.
look.
I'm gonna die.
Jesus. Oh, well, okay, wait, they actually did die. Okay, let's, we'll move forward so the web doesn't hit us. Okay, there we go. Sadly for the spider... Oh, never mind, he did catch me. Okay, hello? Yeah, this is what happens when he catches you. Come on! Fucking... Forget how slow these starting guns are.
We need to go underground to destroy the nest and stop their progress. If Retarius has spawned there, we might have to expect more
Hey guys, you
new
wanna go to
species
Wild
coming out
Burger?
later. There is a danger that the flying insects may have evolved,
Aye.
and they could be superior to our wing divers.
Okay.
We can never let the giant insects take over the Earth.
Yeah, shit. Wait. Hey, yep. Fuck. I'm trying to get myself up there, but it doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Sadly for us, I feel
Choose
like...
loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
the early weapons aren't gonna give us that many interesting
Choose
things
loadout.
so
Rangers can
quickly
equip 2
already.
weapons. Choose
This is
loadout.
fine for next mission, though. So yeah, with that, see you next mission, though. Wait, no, that's from... Okay, now it tells me disk full in 33 hours. Shit. I've already recorded 5 gigs of footage. Okay, yeah. 1080p 60 recording is very hungry. See you next time. Goodbye.